What's going on, guys, and welcome to FTLOG Updates. This is going to be a place where we look at news and first looks at video games. So let's sit back and relax and let's check out what's going on in the world of video games. First up, Natsume and Rising Star Games have announced on May 12th that a new Harvest Moon game is coming to the Switch. Harvest Moon One World will be a Switch exclusive farming simulator and be coming out later this year. Now, while farming simulators are nothing new, Harvest Moon is the original. And while games like Stardew Valley have seemingly taken its place and have seemed to dethrone the king, Harvest Moon One World seems to be looking to fix that. In an article from Nintendo Life, President and CEO of Natsume, Hiro Meikawa, shared some details on a press release. Harvest Moon One World features a brand new way of exploring Harvest Moon that seasoned players and new generations will both enjoy. The new engine and new graphics will upgrade this experience for 2020. We also get a little insight of the gameplay style as well. Buoyed by a mysterious discovery, players will find themselves setting out on an adventure that spans not only their hometown, but the whole world. So it's just about being confirmed that One World will be an open world Harvest Moon game, and while we have no gameplay and no screenshots to go off of, I'm sure that Natsume is putting a lot of hard work to making sure we get a quality game. What do you guys think about the farming simulator genre? Are you guys burnt out by them? Sound off in the comment section below and let me know what you think. Personally, I'm not burnt out by this genre. Since I haven't played a Harvest Moon game since the original, I am really curious to see what Natsume has to offer with this one. Next up, let's talk about Halo Master Chief Collection on PC. Now, while this game released back on December 3rd of 2019, only Halo Reach was actually playable when it first launched. But Xbox Game Studios and 343 Industries is committed to giving us PC players all the Halo games up to Halo 4. Being committed to that, they're releasing these games in chronological order according to the storyline, not the release date. So on initial launch we had Halo Reach, and then on March 3rd, 2020 we had Halo Combat Evolved Anniversary Edition that was released, and now on May 12th, 2020 we have Halo 2 Anniversary Edition in all its 4K glory and keyboard and mouse support. Halo 2 was released for PC back in 2004 alongside of the Xbox counterpart, but it was part of a game service called Games for Windows Live, which Microsoft eventually killed off to focus their efforts on the Xbox instead of the PC. This left game developers who had their games with the Games for Windows Live branding scrambled to patch their games so they could be playable, while some just abandoned the games altogether. Nevertheless, I am glad to see the Halo series coming back to PC and in a big way. Halo 2 Anniversary is just a game to do it too. This is the remastered version of the original game, and these cinematic cutscenes just look amazing, far better than I ever remember them looking. But this game is not going to go by without some critique either. The in-game character models could have used a little more work, and while they are using assets from an older game, I still feel like they could have worked on the character models a little bit more. Halo 2 is still a great game and a great looking game at that. If you're interested in picking this game up, you can get it on Steam, Microsoft Store, or on the Xbox Games Pass for PC. I know I'll be playing the multiplayer in this game quite a bit, so hopefully I'll see you guys on the battlefield. Also announced this week was a remaster for Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 1 and 2. Vicarious Visions is the company behind the remaster, and while they did bring us a Crash Bandicoot Insane trilogy, albeit with some bugs, I think they're gonna nail this one out of the park since they do have some experience with this type of game with the Skate series. From taking a look at the trailer for the game, it's pretty clear that they are trying to stay as close to the original as possible. Remastering this game and staying true to the original is going to take a lot of work, especially in the music department. But it does look like they managed to get most of the music from the original in here, and most likely due to licensing issues, I don't think that they will be able to get all of it. So we'll just have to wait and see what they plan on doing with that and to see what music they are able to add to the game. As far as how the game looks, I gotta say, I am impressed. It seems like they aren't really changing much of the original formula, but adding more to it instead. Hopefully with some better gameplay and some better game mechanics. I can't wait to get my hands in this game and try it out for myself, and we really don't have to wait that long either. Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 1 and 2 Remaster will be released on September 4th, 2020 for the PS4, Xbox One, and PC, even though I am a little bit disappointed that it's going to be released on PC only for the Epic Game Store. Next up on the list is the development update for the ever-elusive Metroid Prime 4. This game was announced back in 2017 and has been in development hell ever since. It was originally reported that Bandai Namco was spearheading this project, which was kind of strange to a lot of people since they have little to no experience in the first-person genre. But about a year later, the original studio for the Metroid Prime series has taken over and started the game over from scratch. And well, the news is that Retro Studios is hiring and has brought us some notable people to the project. Some of these people include Adad Morales, who worked on Battlefield Hardline, Brian Eric from Shadow of the Tomb Raider, and Nicholas Wilson, who worked on Borderlands 3. These are some heavy hitters in the first-person genre, and while Nintendo is keeping this game on the tight wraps, it seems like they aren't holding back on hiring quality talent. There are still a lot of positions open at Retro Studios, which you can see on the Retro Studios website in the Careers tab. And while they aren't linked to any specific game, one can make the assumption that a lot of these positions will be for Metroid Prime 4. The way the development has been for this game is looking like the release date for this one is going to be somewhere around mid to late 2021, early 2022. There's also been a lot of speculation of a Metroid Prime trilogy releasing on the Switch soon. And I think a lot of us are hoping to replay this series before diving into the fourth game, just to get back into the swing of things. Releasing the Metroid Prime trilogy on the Switch could do really well for Nintendo and the Metroid series as a whole, but for now we would just have to sit back and be patient until Nintendo is ready to show us what they've been cooking up. Did any of you buy a Switch just to play Metroid Prime 4 after the initial announcement? I know I did, but I am willing to wait for as long as it takes, and when this game releases, I am confident that it's going to be a huge success. This past week has been really good as far as gaming news goes, and the last one we're going to talk about today is Paper Mario: The Origami King. This is a pretty big announcement for some people, and to be honest, I have never played a Paper Mario game. From what I have read about the game so far is that it's going to be focused around the ancient art of origami, where you take a flat piece of paper and fold it into a 3D object. Most of us did this as a kid to make paper airplanes, but it seems like the main antagonist here, King Ollie, plans to fold the entire world. According to an article from The Verge, he's bound Princess Peach's castle in giant colored streamers and transported it to a distant mountain. He's also transformed Bowser's minions into folded soldiers and enlisted them in his treacherous cause. The game looks enticing to play, and I'll be sure to be checking this one out. And we don't have to wait that long either, as Paper Mario: The Origami King releases for the Switch on July 17th, 2020. And that's going to do it for today's video, guys. What did you think of the video? Sound off in the comment section below. Any of the articles that I mentioned in this video will be linked down in the description alongside of all of our socials. If you liked this video, please be sure to hit that like button, and if you want to see more from 4Love Games, please be sure to subscribe and turn on notifications so that way you can be notified every time I upload a new video. Alright guys, until next time, thank you so much for watching my videos. I'm Josh with 4Love Games, signing out. Have a great day.